5?
You're up.
We are going.
Rice Krispie treats and it's been bad for me.
Oh, dude. I feel that though. Just anything sweet in the house. Do you guys want a piece of cookie? How about you guys?
What's your cookie? You have
good.
a cookie.
I have 2 technically, and I gave Chris a piece, and now
I had a piece of homemade carrot cake before I came here. Sweet tooth was satisfied.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to go home and eat another piece of carrot cake when I get home.
I mean, yeah.
I think
If there's carrot cake,
Yeah.
you can't have just one slice in a day. It's like illegal. Because it has vegetables in it.
Exactly. So it counts as it's health food.
Clearly.
With cream cheese frosting.
You know what? I don't
As
have
all
time
health
for
should
Yeah,
really
yeah,
should be.
yeah.
fancy
Absolutely.
titles. I'm just gonna...
You know what I'm pissed about? That there actually is, like a thing that you need in carrots that is literally keratin.
Oh, keratin, yeah.
Well, like not like
Thin
keratin
carrot.
like for the fingertips, but like keratin. There's Keratin, which is like what this is made
Yeah.
of. But then there's another thing, Karrotin.
That's just rude.
It's rude.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's disrespectful.
Unless like my teacher misspelled it, which could also be possible. But
You might want to Google it just to check.
Just to check.
Because that sounds so rude. How dare they? There's keratin. And then if you look in a carrot, there's also keratin. And that's what it feels like, you know?
Yeah, that feels like someone's trolling us.
It's either that or way back in the day, whoever it was naming that was high as hell.
Like, what's this? I don't know. It's in carrots. We'll just call it carrot, and no one will care.
well, I mean, microscopically, you know how like adhesion's like a sticky thing? Adhesin. That's the sticky molecule. Adhesin.
And looks way better.
Yeah, it does. If only I could do the same with that one. Okay. Cool. Let's do some Dungeons and Dragons.
We don't do the
Why is this
intro.
Are we going to do the intro?
Yes, thank you. I've totally forgotten again. We have accidentally started playing
Intro.
Stone Castle again. Why is that?
It was well
You want to
orchestrated.
run the
Yes.
run the
Okay,
intro?
here goes.
Me earlier,
Yeah.
and I hadn't seen it yet.
Greetings. Welcome back to Kingdom of Steam. It's full house again.
Choo-choo.
That's right. We beat 2 pair.
That's right.
Poker.
And 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
You said that in a tone that made me upset.
Sorry.
We want to get out a Nerf gun for some reason.
Yeah, absolutely. So last time on Kingdom of Steam, you guys had hit level 5 and were guarding a train against or the train,
Your original train, the kind of
Flagship.
flagship
The flagship
Yeah.
of the fleet?
yes,
of the fleet of trains.
against
Yes.
a bunch of orc raiders, basically train robbers.
Yeah. Before that happened, you were having conversations with one Penelope G. Pepperbottom.
Really did
Suspicions
not want
were
to trust
flinging
her.
around.
He was almost flung out
She
the
was-
train.
There was
Suspicions
some-
were flinging around. She was almost flinging around. Yeah.
She seemed to know too much for you all to be comfortable, but you did
She
opt
does
to
know
not
too
do a
much.
violence. Does
Uh,
kind of go for the good guy story arcs, you know. No, they're just throwing people out of trains
So
for your own
suspicious.
convenience,
Yeah.
you know. And then someone was thrown out of the train for your convenience when the orcs attacked. Didn't one get thrown out?
No, I don't
No.
think
I
anybody else.
thought you threw out a window. There was a questioning
I
about a
think-
window.
No,
think-
I grasped, but I
didn't
didn't
we-
actually do it.
Oh, I thought it happened.
Instead,
I thought
you threw it out at one of the wheels guys.
No, that happened at the end.
yeah.
And that wasn't me. I think it was...
No, I didn't do anything. I just put my copy and then.
Somebody threw
Somebody
something.
got thrown off the train.
I can't
Yes.
remember.
Yes.
Yeah, because you hit one of the
a-
mono wheels.
Yes,
Yeah.
somebody got thrown. I think at the very end, I think you did. I think you threw somebody out of the window.
Was
it
it
a
a corpse,
I was-
maybe?
I swear it was Buddy shot somebody.
that
Got,
also
got
happened.
a net 20 and then caused the
Oh no,
pile
I
up.
shot somebody with a nat 20 with the scorching ray.
And that called the pile up?
I took out one line.
Yes,
And then you guys took
that
out the
did
other line.
kick out the pile up. And I think you.
And
Yeah, we had a
then
Blues
I threw
Brothers
somebody
moment.
out.
Yeah, and it hit another mono wheel, and you guys at the end basically we
Yeah.
had a hallway run, like the one uninterrupted run through the train where you guys just absolutely wrecked these orcs.
We all clearly remember it perfectly.
Yes.
Our
Memories are clear. Everyone got thrown out the window.
Yes.
No, but it was an excellent job, you guys. You managed to, including save the Duchess who was on board in her special car. She did not die, and you saved. There's one of her ladies in waiting is take a considerable amount of damage.
To the leg specifically.
That was an accident, and I did not mean to do that.
But beyond that, it went really, really well. You even saved the life of the one hurt tabaxi. And at the end, you have a dead orc boss
The
that
leader,
you
it
have been
seems.
planning to cast.
Speak with
Speak
Dad
with Dad on.
tomorrow, so to speak. You needed a long rest to change your spells, right? Yeah.
So that is where we left off. But also, Mark Tholomu didn't answer his summons to the train.
Yes.
He has been gone, and you're not sure where he has been. So before we get back to you guys on the train, let's catch up with Mark Tholomu. After dealing with the elemental possessed dragon in the aftermath, the very last thing that happened on, I think, a previous episode where you were here, you have captured, I think, was it you and Buddy that captured Snickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. But you particularly had taken a latch on to this particular
You were
kobold.
determined to show him to turn over a new leaf for him, so to speak.
You know, just like basically, come here, Anakin, you're coming along.
So this was just after the skeleton dragon ship was brought back under control, so to speak.
Right. So you left with him to kind of, I believe, what you said you wanted to do.
I was taking him. I think what I said was like, I'm going to Lord Quinn, and I'm just like, hey, dude, you know how you did that solid for me and turned me into like a civilized dude? Can we do that for this guy?
So let's. You take him to Quinn. You're
Hell no.
Well.
that is the first response. Is absolutely not. Like, right? That's what. Yeah.
how are you going to present him to Lord Quinn, right? Do a roll for whatever way you'd like to appeal to Lord Quinn for this.
Listen. Why do you gotta do this to me on the first time I come back?
like-
You gotta make me roll dice,
That's
man.
right.
Like, that's...
We're gonna make you roll dice.
Well, shit. Alright, here we go.
Let's see how well you present. Which potentially.
So, like, Lord Quinn, I know, like, I initially had to, like, impress you and, like, prove my worth, kind of, before, like, you took me on, but, like, I need you to just kind of understand that this dude, like, has definitely just had, like, a bad role in life, and, like, I think, like, we could invest in him and make him better. Plus, like, there's probably some skin in the game for, like, helping them have an ambassador, these, like, gold ball dudes, right? So, like, this could work out really awesome for us. Please?
Just a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lord Quinn, what you really need, right, is a clumsy murder lizard.
Everybody
Have
should have at
you
least
ever
one.
thought about this before?
Just give
Oh, God.
him
Okay.
a toy rubber knife.
17.
So
17's not too bad.
17 is
But-
great.
Let's see what Lord Quinn does. 3 is a 17. I don't know
Yeah.
what his pluses are.
There's only one situation in which I'm going to allow this to occur.
Sorry.
Cautious,
I love how you made that in character.
Snickers goes,
Making a very good first impression.
He sighs. As if you were taking on that responsibility.
You should. You're just not yourself without a Snickers.
Snickers,
Not a
don't let
sponsor.
hunger happen to you.
not a sponsor!
Now,
Not a sponsor!
of course, I'm sure you could share that responsibility with some of the other members of GIAS. There's like no around the table.
So, like, okay. That's part of why I'm bringing him to you. Because, like, I know these other guys don't necessarily care. But, like, I'm willing to invest in this. I'm not just saying, like, hey, dude, will you do this for me? Like, I'm willing to, like, you know, contribute, like, half my wages, probably.
Money is
You speak as if you want to send him to boarding school.
I mean,
Finishing school?
He is currently chewing on his hat.
well, like, that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. That's, like, all of them over there. And we can't bring them to court. So we need somebody to, like, kind of represent them. So if we invest in this guy for, like, 6 months to a year, like, maybe we can make this work. And plus, because we took that time, like, we might get a kickback.
I cannot risk having a casualty like this.
Hang on, I'll be Snickers.
With my thank you. With my kingdom in such a tenuous space. You may not be aware of everything that's going on here, but the House of Quinn is not as stable as it once was. The opportunity is entirely yours. Should you want to take this small man under your wing, under your wing, and I would not fault you for wanting to do so, or for not wanting to do so. Perhaps the best action would be to transport him back home as well. There is that option.
I believe that there is something to be gained from this potential venture. So I'm going to attempt this, I guess, and I will keep your good name out of it. Although, more to that point, like, are we good? Like, do we need to come back and help you?
Not at this very moment, no. But you know, I will always send you a summons if I know that you are free.
Okay.
At this point, also Lucky is like invisible and kind of behind you, like just like you can feel him like attached, like holding onto your collar almost. He goes,
We got work to do, buddy. We got stuff to do. We gotta go.
Hang on a second.
Was there anything else that you needed? Mark?
Okay, so, no, I think we're fairly good. I understand what I need to do now, so thank you, my lord, and I'm going to go handle business with the rest of Geas. Come, Snickers.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. You too.
This hat's high in fiber.
Which, speaking of, dude, like, no. And I put it back on his head, and he's like, that is for wearing. We'll eat a minute.
fantastic. This is great. This is everything we want.
Tucker's gonna be our pet character again. Chippity and
oh yeah,
He does have a chippity too, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Menagerie
Yes. Two birds with one stone, per se.
starting. Yeah, he will totally eat that bird.
No. You won't. Because he's smarter than me, and I know how to handle this. Squeakity squeak. Squeaking.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Like, are we
Lucky
doing the
is pulling you along.
montage?
He is taking you to, kind of like to a place just outside of civilization. He's like, look, as I'm trying to explain to you, boss is he's a little bit displeased with your performance lately.
I mean, dude, like, what do you want from me?
I
Like,
want you to kick butt. That's what he wants.
yeah, but like, I'm
Lucky's
mortal,
an
and
Right.
like, most of the time, I'm getting my butt kicked.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, like, if I
Well,
could
he's-
change that, I would, dude.
Good.
Well,
That's what's gonna happen.
wait, what? He probably just like
back in a mech suit.
Training montage.
like gives me the cigar, and I'm just like, wait, what?
He says like, so here's the thing, your contract is that we get all kinds of control over your life that you don't like.
Wait.
Including that now I'm gonna hang out with you full time. You understand?
Okay, so wait, define full time. Like, are you doing like 40 hours a week, or are you talking 24/7?
See that rapier thing that you got there? The
Yeah.
sword? Get rid of that. Throw that out.
But it's my favorite.
Throw it in the garbage.
Can I at least keep it as a memento in my stuff?
He takes the sword and just like he's trying to pull it away from you.
How dare you, sir? Like, I was trying to stop him. Like,
There's just like Snickers is there going.
I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, at least give it to the boy. You know?
I'll stab you.
That might slow him down a little, actually. It's
I'm
bigger.
picturing him like running around and it's like catching in the ground like as he's walking.
Yeah,
He has it on his
yeah.
belt.
That way we can always find him too.
Leave a trail.
So there is a. He's like, look, when I mean I'm here full time, I mean that I'm your blade. You get it?
Are you gonna like feel things? Like, if I hit somebody with you, or like you gonna have like a bruise or something?
You shut up. You listening to me?
Listen, I have to ask these questions, man. Like, I have to be considerate of my like coworker. I don't know what the hell you are.
And basically he there's like a of light and like you feel like this as he kind of rushes kind of towards your hand as you're kind of gesturing, and turns into what looks like almost like a white plastic. Not that you've ever seen plastic, not in Mark's Palette has, but like it looks like it is this white, like solid white rapier. It doesn't look like it's made out of any metal you've ever seen.
Dude, did you just literally turn into a white stick? Like, what is this, dude? Like, you wanted me to trade my rapier for this? Like, dude, and like I go to like poke a tree.
Oh yeah, it is ridiculous. It is a full-on like the solidest metal you've ever like cut with. This is a basically you are now taking a level in Hexblade.
Okay.
Warlock.
Okay.
You are actually have like full-on real patron now, and Lucky goes on to teach you how to do booming blade, how to do how to use your charisma to attack.
You gonna talk people to death, dude?
I mean,
and
I
can kind of do that.
It's all about body language, idiot. Oh, now shut up again.
I'm gonna have to give you Lucky.
You just need to be more verbally abusive.
Yeah, it's hard.
Lucky
he
is
is.
the
Allow me, I
meanest
play
cherub.
sports.
What do you want, coach?
You not to suck!
that is exactly how Lucky is. Absolutely. You get. He teaches you how to cast shield
As a reaction.
as a reaction.
Why not just block with you, dude? Like, why would I need a shit?
That is what you're doing.
That is how it is. And I'm trying to remember what else I gave you there.
Does he have
there's
a cantrip that
I think
is
there's
the...
a sword burst, which is just like a blast of swords going out from you in all directions, damaging everybody around.
Oh, everybody. That's probably not.
in an area. It's like an AoE of sorts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know, there tends to be people around me.
Does he also
Yeah.
have...
People sending you to purgatory. Exactly.
Well, listen, dude. Again, I'm trying to work from home.
Does he also have Eldritch Blast?
No Eldritch Blast.
Interesting.
No Eldritch Blast. All sword.
All
I mean, yeah, it's more to the point.
Good. I like it.
Um,
That's themed well.
But you are trained for a large while.
Training montage, lots of verbal abuse.
Yeah, and getting kind of used to Lucky. Give me a dex save.
Am I taking a lucky shot? 21, 19 plus 2.
Oh, fantastic!
Nice.
You wake up to one night to Snickers over top of you with your own sword,
Hey, dude.
being like,
I mean, listen, totally get it. But you're trying to be sneaky. I'm gonna teach you how to be cool. So, no stabbing me, okay?
yeah, of course.
Never thought about it in my life.
Insight.
You're there. no insight for you. No.
Roll the nat 1 and you still get it.
Do you really need to roll insight?
X'd it out.
All right. So we're gonna go back to the train. You are doing your montage. You do eventually get a summons from Quinn, and Lucky just rips it up.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing, dude? That's like my job.
No, you work. I'm your job.
Wait, hang on a minute.
We're getting ready. You're not ready yet, and we're getting ready.
Wait, dude.
It's gone. Like he just destroyed you, like and vaporizes it.
Hang on, do I?
A white burning light, like
Yeah.
told just he gods it. It's gone.
I don't feel
Cherubs
so well,
it.
Mr. Stark.
Bro, like, I have to maintain my moral cover. Like, what are you doing?
Great. Now here's how you do this. And then we're gonna go back to the train. It's warm in here. Very warm.
We could open a door. Is anyone else?
Take my shirt
Warm?
off just a little.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Overeating.
DM processor needs to stay at a certain level.
Yeah. So, those of you on the train, have you thought about the questions you wanted to ask the dead?
Or the
We
living.
forgot to do that, but what we came up with last week was, where do you meet the engineer? What does the engineer look like, / how can you tell who he is? Where's the orc base? What's the overall plan? We had one more we didn't. The fifth question we didn't know.
Maybe something about, were they targeting someone?
Who orchestrated this?
Because he was.
Good to have you back to me.
Oh,
Or were
this
they
one has
just
your
like-
name on it? I think so. Changing bullets. This one has your name on it. Yeah.
Or were they just like using the Duchess as cover?
Say it again?
Like, were they targeting the Duchess? Because they were in the cabin with her.
The boss was specifically with a couple of cronies.
Why were you talking? Because you have to be
Or
careful.
just ask. We could just ask if they were targeting the Duchess.
So the Duchess's car is a little bit fancier. So
they'd probably be targeted because Goody's going to be in the fancy car.
yeah,
But that
there's
is
a
an
little bit of that.
assumption.
That is an.
Could
I mean, you can still
potentially.
ask that. It's a
Yeah.
good
We don't really
question.
have
to
a
ask.
last question in this.
Where did you get the fun toys?
I would guess that he just is the engineer.
Do you know where the engineer gets the fun toys? I mean, probably the engineer makes them.
Yeah, you want to do this? Maybe we'll have more questions as you go. If he says something.
That's true.
Yeah. That's
We'll take
possible.
a long rest.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. You should all take a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Here's a long rest.
Story
I think I had done that already. Yeah.
Did you roll the health die for
hit
Mark
point
when you leveled him?
increase.
No.
Okay. So
He doesn't have the hit point increase.
No, I get one
It
base,
auto-
but like
It should be automatic.
Oh, it
I always automatic my stuff. I'm sorry.
I'm
no,
not
no,
sure if
you're
you
good.
get a-
You
Unfortunately-
D&D Beyond's HP?
No, honestly, it always gives you. It only gives you your con modifier. You have to roll it, otherwise it'll give you the average, and that's usually like slightly less than half. So it's bullshit every time.
That is jipping, it's dripping you.
That's right.
HP thing is atrocious.
They're kicking you right in the teeth.
Every character in that happens
My
right
hit
at
points are
HP.
way too low. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Do you wanna?
He'll kind of sit in the
Well,
morning and prepare it. Very
okay.
begrudgingly, because again, he does not like the spell, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
necessary.
What is the externally? How are you acting? That you
How
don't
are you-
like this. What is that?
He's probably just sitting there, like, at a table, grumpy. Like, I'd come up and ask him something, he's like, no, not right now. Filling out this stupid SD5 form, or whatever this is.
Oh, like the paperwork is much more complicated for this one?
Yeah. Pulling a spirit back from
bullshit
the afterlife. It's not fun.
Does it take any toll on you? Like, does it like not physically? Obviously, not on you. That's not a part of the spell. But is it like just psychologically draining on
Yeah.
Buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. So you've got him kind of like propped up in the same interrogation room. Spell.
But he disguises himself as, what was it, Rock?
Oh, that's right.
What was his name? Rock?
Oh,
Rock.
it was Rock. Yeah.
Give me maybe like a performance or deception check or something. You got something specific for pretending to be.
Oh, they're all -1, so.
Look, live.
Let's see. I'm just gonna spend that as well. It brings it to a 7.
Oh no.
He looks like him. Doesn't act like him.
Wait, can we? Did Buddy do that with advantage?
Yeah, if you guys want to help.
Can we
yeah.
coach Buddy? It's like, no. You gotta be more. The underbite. Oh, no.
It looks like that, right?
You look good. You sound like shite.
First of all, that's rude. That brings it to a 17. Yeah.
Okay, that is actually
So
gonna
much
do
better.
it. That is gonna take care of it. Okay, so you get in there, you're casting the spell. You can paperwork on the body.
He rolls it up like a little cone and then burns it like incense because that's one of the ingredients for it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
That's also why he hates it. Is he has to burn the paperwork after.
Oh, yeah.
After all the work of filling it out.
We're sending it to the DMV.
Yeah, so you can see his whole like his eyes go and light back up, and he's just kind of like lurches forward in his chair, looking directly at you. He's kind of there, but not there. His brain's barely functionally damaged.
I personally don't actually remember the questions off the top of my head. They're immediately gone.
Okay.
That's completely fair.
So what I had written down was, where did you meet the engineer? What does the engineer look like? / how can you tell who he is? They are.
How do you identify the engineer?
Where is the orc base? Do you care about that at all? The overall plan, and then we didn't have the 5th yet.
Where am I supposed to meet the engineer? It went bad.
We never meet.
That's unfortunate.
I'm picturing like the rest of us are like off in a hallway, just like, crap.
What was the second question? I'm not gonna remember them.
What does he look like? Which
How
is
are,
not gonna work.
well, that doesn't mean they never met him at all.
No, it
Right?
does. It does.
They don't need to.
Yeah.
It's different than I've never met.
That's what I was trying to convey. Is they've
Okay.
never
They
never met.
don't know any. Yeah.
Out of character then. The next question we asked would be, where do they get the stuff from the engineer then? Like, where do they pick
Yeah.
it? What's their meeting point?
Sure.
You're asking that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think that's probably how he'll phrase it too. Is where do we meet the engineer's stuff then?
Yeah. At the crossroad.
But he's just like,
I did all this paperwork for this.
You know the spot.
okay. What was the question though? Tell us where that is with the most detail possible.
Well, wait, he said, you know where that is. So that means the Real Rock would know. And the Real Rock was pretty happy to help us last time.
That's true.
But Buddy's not that smart.
He boss, I actually got a concussion on account of the same thing that what made you dead and all. Walk me through that.
What were the other two questions? Would either of those give us more information?
Where's our orc base? And what's the overall plan there? We still don't have it. We'll be back at the door whispering. Like,
One of the space one.
Yeah, where's the...
Told you. Always move. No location to stay. Told you. No base.
Maybe next one should be where's the next rendezvous point then?
yeah.
That's what he'll ask.
Crossroads.
But he's like, I burned the paperwork for that answer twice. He just turns around and completely breaks whatever character he's been taught.
What's your favorite color?
You have 3 questions left or 2?
It was, I think, one question left.
Yeah, if you want to ask anything, you can.
That's where the crossroads are.
I feel like he's just gonna give another really bad answer. What was the other question we didn't ask, but what was the overarching goal? Was it just...
What's the overall plan?
Let's just get test data from here. Without them knowing it's test data.
Buddy will ask what the overall plan was.
Steal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I guess that would end at that point.
Okay.
That's 5.
Yep. He goes back down.
Nah.
Buddy opens the door, very upset. It was stupid answer.
Well, on the one hand, how many more of them little wheelie things could they have?
They have a whole mobile base, probably a lot.
Aye, but they can't be cheap to make, and the trinkets, even from the Duchess. Even if they were able to have gotten away with something she had, you're talking small change for the amount of money it would take to make such a thing. What? Back me up here, Zoro.
Aye, as a matter of fact, the engine alone is a wee bit suspicious. I would think that it would be made specifically for them.
Were they not Nightfront engines?
Aye, they were. Which makes me believe perhaps one of them Nikon factories might be producing them and using these boys as test subjects to get some data on what they need to improve.
That's devious. What if we use the proof of these attacks on the one wheels as a reason they should be outlawed? That might give our lordship more of a chance in the marketplace against the Nikon machines.
Worth a shot at the least, but who knows with the little ins and outs of it.
But Riddles, it seems like something you'd have some expertise in. Spreading a bad name of the Nikron one wheels as the vehicles of bandits, and then that certainly would drive away sales.
Oh yeah, we could start a whisper campaign for sure.
And Crossroads.
You should ask that other orc about it wherever he is.
Rock.
Yeah, you pretty much convinced him that he's gonna die if he doesn't cooperate. And he didn't want to die, so.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, good cop, murderous cop.
Good cop, murder cop. Yeah, definitely.
Good cop, murder cop.
All right, cop, murder cop maybe is more appropriate.
Where does the murder cop work? Homicide.
Solving them or yes.
Yeah. So let's say you go and talk to him, and he points out that there is a spot between Bradfordshire and White Ridge.
Actually, take Bradford shite.
Damn. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah. So, and you kind of know where those are located, not too far from where the attack happened on the route.
Say again?
Not too far from where the attack happened on this journey.
This train's been attacked several times.
This would be the third attack that has happened.
That's why you guys were calling.
Once is unlucky, twice is highly suspicious. So you were called in. Twice is a pattern.
Based on where the train was hit the first 2 times versus this time, does the crossroads seem like a fairly localized spot that they may be actually based from, or?
No, probably not. Like, it's just a, you get the gist from the other guy, from the guy you intimidated, that this is just a drop-off point for materials. pay anything for the monowheels. The monowheels are and guns are given to them. With the only requirement that they rob the train. They were happy to.
Yes, Rob, could you tell us what his mobile base looks like? Is it just like all of them on motorcycles?
Yeah. It's just them hanging out.
Where's Otto?
Could be anywhere.
Most likely with Lord Quinn.
We can send messages
You
then?
can over the rail. You can go to the there's a typograph, and you can send messages across the rail lines. Actually, act as a transmission wire.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten messages
So-
that way before.
Yeah.
You can send them as well.
Realize you got it written in code. I'm worried that you need to keep a certain level of secrecy.
Well, yeah.
I'm thinking we should tell Otto about the attack, the weapon, the one wheels. But we don't necessarily want to name those or to say about how the attack went.
Right. Yeah, no, we can do that. Otto's smart. He'll pick it up.
So you go into the typograph.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the exact message you want to send out to Otto?
We're just conveying the information.
Okay.
We're just in an encoded format in case it was intercepted in any way.
Yep.
We wanted to emphasize as much as we can that there's a new weapon, the guns, and the new vehicle. Stuff that would attract Otto's attention.
Absolutely. You get a reply back. Also encoded. It just says understood. New mission. Immediately transfer to, and he says like the name of a particular line.
Okay.
Destination, still march.
One word.
One word. And then odd happenings. No one's dying.
I feel like Rill's reading that is like, well, that's good normally. Oh, wait, hang on. But if it's a problem,
Wait, what does he mean? No one's dying.
Well, I'm just basing this off of most of the other things that we encounter of a highly unusual nature. I'm gonna put it out there that people should be dying and aren't.
Why is that so funny?
Well,
just like based on our luck, you know, right? Like, couldn't be something good. It's not like, oh, stuff's going on, but don't worry, no one's dying. It's like, hey, stuff's going on, no one's dying. Just my interpretation.
Well, if we walk in and we see some guy just full of arrows walking around having a good time,
For instance.
I mean, that's not like the worst thing.
someone more? Heard from Mark?
No. And also, there's another message that comes through with this. It's just any prospects for protecting train.
based on the monowheels, is there anything like spike strips would work, maybe, or?
Probably not. I mean, they can just go around it and then find that spot to attack. So
Every car just has a hilarious caltrip launching device. Just
Some boxes, you pull a cord and just. Maybe Drogon can roll some sort of artifice
What
or.
about a big stick? Jam it in the wheel.
Yeah. You're all currently kind of crowded around the area where it's like staff quarters. This is where you get the messages from the typograph. And Penelope just kind of pops her head out and is like, you could ask those tabaxis. The Jaguar Mans, whatever they're called.
That's what she would say. The Jaguar.
The Jaguar Men, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, right. Exactly, like absolute first rate. Why are you just right there? Oh.
The typing thing, is that literally just messages, or is it like...
It is
It is-
literally just messages, and it's all encrypted.
and she read it anyway. Somehow.
I was listening to you talk.
Oh.
You were talking.
Mhm.
Openly.
I mean, they probably have plans and stuff. They're going somewhere. I wouldn't want to put that on them.
They seem pretty handy. You never know.
Yeah, she just ducks out.
I mean, they did jump right in when the train needed protecting.
Are you saying we hire her out on a protection job?
Well, you guys are going somewhere else, right?
Get out of here!
I feel like one of them almost died, though. None of us almost died. Well, maybe. But you killed enough that it kind of balanced out.
Thanks for your concern.
You did murder a lot of orcs, so you have at least thinned their numbers considerably.
And the main boss, perhaps, has been removed.
That's true.
Yeah,
So we could message back. Perhaps considering hiring some mercenary type.
honorable. They seem honorable, eh?
I said like 3 words to him, so kinda.
So kinda. Sure.
Well, Basket had seemed like a pretty squared away dude. I'm betting he was one of them. Though if I mentioned Matt Basket, that probably just piss him off. What's his name? Yeah. Well, let's go talk to him.
Perhaps we should clear it with Otto.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you send a message back and forth that you might have
Yeah.
somebody to hire, that he'll be perfect.
All right.
That's it. So you head down to their compartment. Why can't I words tonight at all?
Their train car? Their room in the.
Yeah, their cabin. That's the word I was looking at. Cabin.
Their compartment.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, that works.
And if you knock on the door or whatever, one of them comes to the front and is like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Are you the charisma?
I am, I guess, on the face. Right, hi there. So, listen, we noticed y'all were pretty handy in a fight there, and we were wondering if you would be open to an arrangement with Lord Quinn, the Lord of the Rail, to help protect the train against certain events, such as, marauding orcs on weird wheelie cars. Just like talk good, wheelie cars. Hi, charisma. Wheelie cars.
Wheelie car.
Wheelie car bandits.
I mean, those don't really have a name here yet, so...
I think that's kind of...
And
Yeah.
you would be compensated for this.
Oh, of course.
I don't know how much.
Well compensated.
Wheeler. We will be on these rails for some time.
That's true.
No, we will be making many trips.
Huh?
This may be good for us.
Excellent.
They just
I
nod.
think that means yes.
They're just nodding very slowly, kind of.
Deal? Deal.
Okay. This may work out. I am Stone and Water.
Right. Charles Ray. They call me Rills.
He bows to you.
We'll have some paperwork drawn up.
Interesting.
It's just to formalize the agreement.
All right.
That way no one can deny what you're owed.
Fantastic. He doesn't say fantastic. That's an auto voice.
Acceptable.
Acceptable.
Accept. Right then.
He backs out.
Is this the one that was injured? Or is that a different one?
This is a different one. Yeah. He seems to be there in charge. Every time that they have talked, most of them kind of back off, and he takes over. Not that you can tell, really. I mean, they all kind of look like Jaguar Man.
Man, them Jaguar Man is cool customers. I got a little flustered there.
Wheelie cars.
I said wheelie cars. I don't know what else.
They do look.
like as we're walking away, I'm like, I don't know what else.
I can do your fan.
They are kind of intimidating and like they look directly at you when they're talking. They're very like intense.
That's gonna be
Locked
crazy.
in.
A jaguar looking at you really intensely.
Yeah, right.
Now, every time they open the mouth, you see the talk. You see the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While also knowing that they like samurai and stuff, and you're like,
All right.
So
so
one.
Alistair draws up that.
Alistair goes in with some papers. They have a discussion, negotiate. You're not involved.
They
all
take
that
care of that.
goes well.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm not here to negotiate wages.
Yeah, exactly.
You do find out that they are going to be splitting up across the rails in various spots. And
Getting on and off, and that there's some already off, and that will come on, and they will.
they've been
Okay.
traveling a lot.
Yes.
well, Rails now have a cool jaguar guard.
For the time being.
Yeah.
Definitely wondering what their business is traveling. Rills doesn't care. That is just me. That is. I just want to say that. Like that is. Rills doesn't give a crap about that. That's me
Because they're from far away.
in my brain. Like why are they? What are they doing?
Everybody asked.
Yep.
Well, you know, jaguars, they have a spotted history.
Shooting you! Shooting you! Why?
See, again, I admitted that my character was not as interested in that as I was.
But you guys show up and you get to the what is it called?
The place that you said.
The station closest
Stillwater?
to.
You're well into Stormhelm now, and getting to not
Heading-
Stormhelm. Sorry, Iron Peak, and you
The Dwarven
at the
Kingdom.
Delvender Mines. That's where we are, and you take a different train out. The flagship will be continuing on towards Red Cove, and you are heading more inland. You are heading towards the halfling village of what did I call it?
Stillmarch?
Stillmarch.
Yeah.
This isn't the one we were at.
No, this is a much larger town.
Is the train station
Not
nearby?
in
They have to take
Stillmarch.
They have to
Yeah,
take
so
a.
you get off at another location where there's a larger city,
Mm.
and then like a halfling city, and then you're making your way from there to the town of Stillmarch.
Would you like to go by foot and take more time, or do you want to rent a carriage?
It's not on our dime.
It's not.
Right?
Ravenseed carriage.
I think that is the answer.
Yeah.
If we're not paying for it, why wouldn't we take a rate?
Yes.
Official business, all that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
When you show up in Stillmarch, you can see this is a this is like farming kind of. There's farms on the outskirts of the town, and then on the inside there's like a big
It's like a little main strip. with
Yeah.
a few little of the simpler like mainstays
And then
for
lots of little
survival.
houses and stuff like that spreading out around that. But before you even get, once you start seeing like all the fields of like golden fields coming in on the
Yeah,
carriage,
like you come up a hill and you can
rolling
start seeing the fields.
farmlands, and then you are, as you're getting a little bit closer, you see that there is like a pop-up tent village that is surrounding the town. So before you even get to Stillmarch, there are just a bunch of tents being set up, like right in the outer farmland, right around the outside.
Or something. To see what's going on as they drive through those.
Nah, you can just see.
That's fine.
There are lots of orcs.
Lots
Lots of orcs in the pop-up tents.
Orcs?
No orcs. No orcs.
Has it been a day since we've been traveling? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Sickness spells?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. This is.
Oh yeah, because you're not gonna need
Yeah.
speak with that again now. For
That's
anything,
fair.
right?
Especially if they're not dying.
Yeah.
So,
What do the people near the tents look like?
As you get closer, the camp folk, you're seeing a bunch of like families and gathered people. You're seeing sometimes there's like elderly.
there's dwarves and halflings and humans. There does seem to be
elves.
half elves. Yeah, there's.
Humans, all different species are here camping out.
How do they look?
For that, you're talking about like how they look physically, like
Yeah, like, are they
medicine check.
particularly pale? Missing limbs? Somebody's carrying their own head? Medicine. That roll 13.
Yeah, you definitely see there are a lot of elderly amongst the family. There's some and some people who seem to be sick.
I'll point those out.
There's a bunch if you want to. There's a
Well, they're just flying. They're just riding through this
Yeah.
at this point. Unless you'd like
if you
to
want to
ask
stop
the.
and talk to these people, I can point out individuals.
Yeah. The moment you're just going
Driver.
through this kind of.
One moment.
I was gonna go. But that's not the sound that a raven would make.
Bird noise.
Bird noise. Actually, because they're raven steeds, I bet they have like some mimicry and stuff, and I bet they make horse noises.
They,
Before we forget,
It's even funnier.
is it okay to leave one of those guns for Otto to come get?
how many guns did you collect?
Yes.
As many as possible.
9.
Yeah.
9 of them.
How many
9.
bullets did we collect?
Well, I have that I only ever fired one bullet in the 9.
We put if they would have had any on them.
So I would have probably left the one fired gun.
We'll if you want to get into it, we'll roll to see how many bullets each gun has in it. I think that would be really boring
They
for you
did
right
use-
now.
I fired
Yeah,
2
you've got
shots.
so
I did
many,
record that earlier.
but we can figure that out.
I was gonna say ammunition tracking is not normally
not
a
fun.
thing we do.
It's not fun,
Yeah.
but these
I
are
enjoy it.
a strange weapon,
It's
limited
fun.
resource.
Um,
So you are stopping
Yeah.
the carriage. You're gonna
Sure.
spend a minute investigating this kind of outskirts.
Yeah,
camp.
climb down out of the carriage.
okay. Yeah, there's a halfling driver who's out here. He's like, if it's all the same, sir, I would just leave. That's-
We're pretty close to town, though, right?
Yes, it's like you can just walk.
Yeah, you
right
can
there.
walk easily.
What's
What's gotten into you, lad?
I'm not fond of whatever mystical nonsense is going on.
What have you heard?
Oh, you can bring your dying here and they'll live.
That's not usually how it works, huh?
No, it is not.
It's not natural, I say.
Yeah.
I could use a good stretch of my legs. How about the rest?
Yeah, it's fine. We're close enough.
First place does I need to start investigating?
Yeah. So he turns around and heads back out.
I'll look for someone who looks halfway affable. friendly-ish.
Give me perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
When do we get him back?
Yep.
14.
Gentleman's
18.
20.
Nice.
17.
17?
17.
You're kind of looking around, trying to figure out where to who to talk to, and you see this flash of red in the distance that seems incredibly familiar to you. And you look up here a little closer, and there is Mark Powell. You are walking through the this town,
camp,
this
the camp, the outskirts
Yeah.
of the camp.
At the continued insistence of Lucky.
Is Lucky like invisible doing the pulling the coat thing, or is he on my hip, or like am I holding him up like fucking dick right now?
Well, he is invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, and he is being a dick.
Okay, so I'm like
That's sort of his thing.
I'm doing like the I've got like the pipe, I've got my newspaper, so I can like mutter to him without being noticed by other people. Like, dude, really gotta chill, man.
We gotta find out where it is around here. It's someplace here.
Well, yeah, but I just can't start like running around just like interrogating people.
Yes, you
Where-
can. Yes, you can. That is exactly what we should be doing.
No,
I love
dude,
the
that's not
idea.
how-
We just hopped off of a carriage, like, hey, let's start interrogating people.
No, dude, like that is not how we do it in the mortal realm. Like we're chill here, you know? Like shit.
So yeah, he's
Hey! You big horn goof! What's all of you? We're over here!
Oh, the proclaimed vegetarian. What's up, dude?
Oh, it's got hey, what it hurt.
Well, you know, I just gotta rib you. Speaking of, let's go get some ribs. I'm starving.
Where in the nine hells have you been?
Long story, D&V bullshit.
Oh, did you go and get yourself...
Died again?
Yeah.
No, but no.
That clears it up.
I mean, honestly, it's so annoying to explain it. Like, I just don't know where to begin. Like, basically, like, have they seen Lucky?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, you remember Lucky, right?
Mm.
Wee little baby guy, surly.
Yeah.
Little fella is always smoking a cigar.
Yeah. So,
That's that good.
Invisible voice. Yeah.
yeah, he's here. Apparently, like, you know, like we're co-workers now, or I guess, or something. It's weird, but
The
like,
boss.
yeah, right. But anyway, like like I gotta work with him for a little bit, and he's been kind of pushy about it.
Look, I'm telling you, there are celestial runes right near here. Somebody's doing magic they shouldn't be doing.
Okay, well, like, dude, you gotta take the time to find him. Like,
That's what I'm telling you to do. You're the guy.
well,
You're the
like,
guy.
that's what I mean. Like, I just found the rest of the dudes, and now we will go about looking for things. I can't just go punching people in the face by myself and asking where are the runes.
That's what I would do.
Why not?
Because that's your job.
I guess if these
Punch first, ask questions maybe.
nerds want to help you out, I guess that'd be all right.
You know, they gotta knuckle down and help us, yeah.
These runes you're talking about wouldn't happen to have some weird power to make people not die, would they?
I don't know.
You have no idea what they do.
Nope. Magic. Celestial magic.
Yeah, he's basically just kind of like a state the obvious and point you in the right direction sort of dude.
Well, they got you here.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask some folks, real spells.
Yeah, there's there are humans, there's dwarves, elves. What do you want to talk to? There's like a
This
bunch of
area is filled with mostly fairly grubby tents that seem to have been there for quite a long time. There are kind of like mud paths that have been worn by feet. So this is not something that has just popped up for like a festival kind of feeling. This has become almost an addition to the town. of just non-permanent housing. So there's these big, like, kind of just dirt paths that branch through everywhere, and there's quite a few different options for what you want. People do seem to be staying close to their tents and mostly being kind of inside them, or occasionally you'll see somebody like hanging up some wash somewhere or cutting vegetables outside. It's not like people are hanging out and talking. So if you want
Burning
to,
Man.
yeah, it's, if you want to, you would need to actually kind of intrude on someone's space a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll approach somebody who's setting their wash out to dry or cutting up the vegetables, whatever. Somebody who's outside already, not barge into somebody's tent.
All right. How about there is an elderly couple. They're outside. They're putting up laundry and stuff like that. They're humans.
Okay. Yeah. And I would approach it.
Yeah.
Hello there. Hi. Pardon me.
Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, it's just my friends and I just had a few questions. We've been traveling the countryside, and we heard some interesting rumors about goings on here in the vicinity. We were wondering what you could tell us about the people not dying.
Oh yes, that's why we're here. Our son, he's very sick, and we're hoping he can make a recovery here.
And so, how long have you all been here then?
4 months.
And your son, he was quite ill?
Oh, he is.
He continues to be.
Yes.
What's stricken the poor lad?
Oh, he's a young man.
But I don't know what it is, but he does. He's quite unwell. He's has trouble breathing.
Yeah, I love like discussion of medical stuff. And we're like,
Buddy looks like Matt right now too, so he is in like full like cleric, traveling like priest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. You want me to look at him?
Oh, if you, we've had many doctors look at him. You can, if you would like.
Sure.
So the father kind of pulls the curtain, the flap kind of thing to the tent back, and you see the woman, the mother is there, like just like putting like a medicine like poultice on the guy's forehead, and he's laying there wheezing and struggling to breathe and sweating. Would you like to make a medicine check?
We'll go and look. He'll probably. It's really awkward because he's gonna have to ask them to turn around because he would put on like a mask to make sure it's not like infectious, but he's disguised. So it would
so
be
there's
really
be
like
that brief
weird.
moment where the mask is like.
Give me a stealth check first, real quick.
It is 23.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
you're-
We have no problem.
Yeah.
And then medicine.
And another medicine check
Yeah.
will go. Uh, 16.
Yeah. Just after like looking and listening to the chest and things like that, you can tell that whatever he's got, it is some sort of terminal lung damage. He's not gonna survive.
It's not something that you can heal in a sense. It's like there's a defect or some sort of damage.
Do I think something like restoration would cure it, or is that a?
I'm trying to remember what
How does
restoration.
restoration work?
It's lesser restoration, but it's
Lesser restoration.
Here's the effects if you want it.
You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah, he's not It's not those kinds of conditions. It's that there's like
It's more like he was born with lungs that didn't get big enough for him, or like something. It's like it's an impossible to
if you
easily
had like a
cure
greater
thing.
restoration where you could like
Rebuild his lungs,
Yeah, then it
literally.
would- yeah. one of those like grow your arm back kind of spells. Yeah.
The 5.
Yeah, exactly.
He would probably just do like basic treatment to make symptoms better. You know, the sleepy
Yeah.
time salve treatment.
Yeah, that's
but-
absolutely. Yeah, he is. He's breathing a little better there, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. That does seem to have
So
improved his
kind.
condition."
It's just chamomile. And then this shouldn't be healed by anything normal. Like off to you guys, away from them. Like those are just his it's not right.
They've been here 4 months. I wonder how long. I mean, could someone linger for 4 months in that kind of state?
Well, he's just laying there, so it's longer to live.
Well, I mean, I reckon we should keep asking around. It's not so
break.
really,
Oh yeah, it
Or
is.
do you want to just keep going, or you break?
Someone need a break?
Breaker.
Yeah,
Sure, get some water.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can take a quick
short intermission,
Break
and
some
we'll be right back.
More explorations of this new strange.
Oh, that would be fun.
Welcome back.
That's popcorn. We all have
Like how it's luau in mine right now.
Yeah, there's like luau music going on. What is this?
Yeah, this is from.
Oh, this is Martholia's dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always on the beach.
And you know, given that, Mark, give me another dex save.
Oh, sure. Do I get a lucky hit? No. That's a 5. Oh, yeah. Snickers.
there he is.
Hilarious.
You take 2 piercing damage as you are stabbed in the leg by Snickers. As you guys kind of see him
Found him.
pop up out of almost nowhere. He could have.
I found a stick.
Yes, you did. Now stop stabbing me with it. But, good job. 2 points for sneaking.
You brought Snickers?
I mean, temporarily. I've got to send him to boarding school.
Okay.
Okay.
What school is going to take Snickers?
Therein lies the rub. I'm new to the whole keeping snacks in my beard thing.
It's a great thing. You can-
Talent. Gotta
You
work
get
on
so many extra snacks.
Rather guessed.
Oh, that's joints.
Wolfman is referencing the fact that today I wasn't allowed to laugh while watching funny memes that people sent me, where I had to eat a Bean Boozle bean.
Oh.
Every single bean was a bad one. Every single one. It's supposed to be like half good beans, half gross beans. All gross beans.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That you can roll
I did it to myself.
or flip a coin and have it land heads every time. What do you guys want to do? You're in the outskirts of the camp town.
You've talked to one family so far.
Well,
There are many more families. Not everybody looks like they might be chatty.
Or you can keep talking to these guys.
You can.
based on a revelation upstairs, I don't think we should get too close to anybody. Like, you know, little Timmy with his crotch or something, you know. He might have to die here if we set things right.
You have
Sir, I love life so much.
you do have a restriction that you have that there be no children actively harmed in the game, and that we
Please,
will
sir, I like life so much. Big Timmy.
Yeah.
It's not Tiny Tim, it's Large Timothy.
I think we should find the mayor or what have you of this town. See what they have to say.
Please let me be a tabaxi named Hobbs. Please let me be a tabaxi.
The vaccine named Hobbs, huh?
Well, the mayor.
Here's the Hobbs is the mayor.
Maybe the Emperor.
Right then. So, you want to head into the town proper?
I think so.
Before we head away from them, can we ask where they go to get healing? Supposedly, the people who were waiting for 4 months.
Yeah, if you talked to them, where you're asking them, the couple.
Yeah, like where they would normally go.
You just wait.
That's real ominous, but okay.
Hey,
People just like come in cloaks.
no.
Is it the land itself that keeps you alive?
No, it's the goddess.
The goddess.
Yes, goddess Vespera.
Pardon?
Vespera.
Sure.
Spell that for me.
Vespera.
Here she gets around.
Probably some small two-wheeled device
Yeah.
that's very cute.
Oh.
No.
Daughter of King Roland, maybe?
So, yeah.
So, do you know about this goddess? Like, is this a goddess?
Give me
you
a
know?
religion check.
Religion. Oh, no.
She doesn't sound like a dwarf, so I don't know her.
15.
15.
14.
14. Yeah, you guys have never heard of this.
Pips all around.
Pips all around. Pips.
Alms for the
Good
poor.
news. Everyone gets pips. Bad news.
Oh.
We don't. Yeah.
No! Bonus one. No.
I'm drunk with failure.
Banker in your favor.
Hey, that's my job.
Like a goddess just comes down and heals people randomly?
No, she's in the town.
This is her town, sorta.
It is now. That's what we. She's in the temple.
We get there?
Sure. Well, good day to you. Good people.
Yes. Oh, thank you again.
Yeah.
Take away the little runes. He gets an extra signal.
Baker.
Hey, I said it was just chamomile.
Yeah. So you guys are heading into the town proper. Coming through the out of the tent area into a more like cobblestone roads and things like that. There's a general goods store. There's a bakery,
Taylor's Inn.
Idea.
butcher, mill, barber shop, all kinds of places.
That little fella, Lucky, that's with you. He's on that side, right? Has he ever heard of this Vespera?
Oh, dude. Right, I did. No, man. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Okay, totally headed me off in the past. He says no. I forgot he can hide.
just talk to them.
We can
I'm
hear
right
him.
here.
Yeah,
Is he
we can hear
invisible?
him. He's
Is he visible?
No, not right now.
I mean,
Good
how
to know.
audible are you? Like,
He's
am I
not
gonna have to
invisible?
explain why, like this weird New Jersey-ish guy is like just muttering to me like while I'm in the bathroom or something? Like,
Yes.
oh, dude, okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
That's true.
He doesn't give a shit.
For you to deal with.
God damn it. This is gonna be awesome.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So what do you guys want? Where do you guys want? There is, and also, of course, what looks to be a large temple.
Kind of, not quite on the outskirts of town, but it looks very recently built. Within the year.
I know. Head me off on that question.
select temple first, or
What does the temple look like? Any particular kind of adornments? Figures?
Stone. There are no real there's no like statues or things like that. This is
It's still a simple town. It's a simple temple in that sense.
Isn't that wood?
no mid stone. Looks it's really stone and wood probably, but mostly stone on the outside. But nicely sculpted. It's very fancy.
It's clearly crafted with a
Fancier than anything else in the town, probably.
crafted with affection, I guess you could say. But
Any frescoes or like scenes or anything cool like that?
No, there's some colored glass windows.
No depictions or anything? Like
No, nothing like that.
there's a few benches on the outside. You see some people kind of just enjoying the weather and milling about town as you walk through.
There is a woman in a white robe that is in front of on the door of the steps up to the door of the temple.
Is she just standing there looking out at the people, or looking into the building? Or...
She's just looking out across the street. You guys ready? Buildings, go up to the temple.
Take a look inside.
Maybe ask somebody. Like, find out if there's any. Does the people in this temple come out and do any preaching? Or,
Yeah, you can go talk to any of the. There's all the shops are open. There's some people outside doing, walking around, doing shopping, things like that. Almost everybody in town are halflings. This is a half.
now that we're in the town proper? Okay.
There are a few,
are the buildings halfling sized?
Mostly, yeah. Which is perfectly fine
Sorry,
for
buddy.
most of you except for
I'll
Buddy.
stand outside. It's fine.
They're like, but I mean, it's just you just duck down a little
The
bit.
inn isn't.
Right.
The inn is designed for all travelers.
What's the kind of vibe? Like, are people happy, like
Give me a
nonchalant joy, or are they
insight.
kind of like?
Check. And if anybody else wants to do that too, like, feel free.
I mean,
Okay.
Bartholomew's always checking out the vibes, man. Like, let's see.
Vibe check.
How dare you? It's only a 9.
23. I'm very in touch with my key.
Damn.
16.
I rolled a nat 20. So
Okay.
only a 21 though,
Did Buddy roll?
but it is a nat 20.
Yes, you have been a key member of the party.
You need to be faster, Calvin.
Yeah. So we'll start with 23, you said?
Yeah.
And we'll go on to the nat 20. The vibe is very happy. People are,
It seems like a peaceful, flourishing village.
yeah, and there is like a sense of like, can't be that bad. Nothing could be that bad. Things are, like when things get you down, even though things get you down, there's something going so right that it's, you know what, that's not gonna,
Nothing's gonna bring me down because the rest of my life is so good, even though I'm having a bad. That kind of.
Yeah, things are. People seem genuinely content.
I give a Rails a concerned look.
Rills.
Yeah.
The natural 20. You also notice this, like that this general note of content. Let me see what extra stuff I can give you. Hold on. There is a over here. So I'm thinking, whoa.
Can't type. Hold on.
You just whisper it to me.
No, everyone can hear me whisper. I am a loud whisperer.
I sympathize with that.
That's
The
my
first
thought.
thing, the first thing you're gonna notice with the nat 20 is that the amount of people that are walking around in the town at the moment, it's ever so slightly quieter than you'd expect.
Say again?
It's ever so slightly quieter than you would expect.
Well, that's been unusual, don't you think?
Secondly,
I'll mention that, but also this other.
You're giving them
there,
more.
yeah. You're kind of looking over at the. There's a wagon wheel, like not a shop, but like somebody that produces. There's a there's like a little shed over in the corner,
Okay.
and they're actually working on wagon wheels, building
Alright.
them and stuff like that. There is a woman there who is directing two other halflings around to working on this wheel. They're hammering in nails and stuff, and lifting holes in nails and stuff like that. But the two men who are helping her seem a little vacant.
That kind of.
Not engaged in what they're doing.
There may be other things going on around, but that one's the one that
Stood out.
Uh-huh. Well, two things. First of all, you notice for the amount of people walking around and whatnot, it's a little bit quiet out here.
You mentioned it.
Also, you see them fellas working on that wheel over there? They look all there to you or not so much? Because I'm sensing a certain amount of they ain't at home.
Little plank. Little,
Yeah.
Who holds a hammer like that?
little spaced out. Friends of yours?
I mean, I look at them, and I'm just like, no. Why would they be? As I'm like loading.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stay in school.
Stay in school, Snickers. Don't do this.
Get into school first.
Oh yeah, get in there and then stay in there.
Well, there's my observations of the moment. Also, as a form of idle speculation, I figure once we figure this out and solve the problem, it ain't gonna be so great for these folks.
The thought had crossed me mind.
But it is unnatural, so I suppose we can't let it keep going on or whatever. I don't know. Morality is a bit of a gray area for me.
Think about what it could lead to. I mean, endless people just coming in. By a certain point, there wouldn't be enough people. There wouldn't be enough space for other people. And then people would be fighting each other just to get in.
But first of all, we gotta understand if this is really what's going on here. Because judging by those two space cadets over there, I don't know if all is as it seems. Perhaps these people are under some sort of witchery, some sort of deception.
Can you deceive somebody into not dying?
You can deceive somebody into thinking they're sicker than they were, so when they don't die, it seems like a surprise.
That.
Not bad for a guy who gets hit in the head for a living.
You're right, it's probably not it.
Would be a particularly cruel and unusual con to pull on somebody.
But have you ever heard of anybody pulling a con like that?
I don't think so. I could maybe check and see if there's some like magic-y stuff going on though.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Just gonna sit in an alleyway for 10 minutes to do that though.
You're gonna sit in an alleyway for 10 minutes?
Okay. You're doing the detect magic?
Yeah.
we have some shady characters.
Are you trying to hide that you're doing this?
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it like clear view, sitting there casting
Pull up
his
a
spell.
box.
Because you're casting it as a ritual?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stand at one end of the alley.
Yeah, we'll
Hold up
stand
this sheet.
we'll stand guard for you so you can
Do you want to
that
just wait
privacy.
until she's?
Yeah.
Stealth check with advantage?
Actually, you know what? We could
I think it's.
go to the end, get a room, and then we wouldn't have to be all weird in an alley.
We wouldn't have to be all weird in an alley.
Yes, but
Is it on our boss's dime?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Always.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
It's definitely a business.
Buddy's
card.
probably
It's
still
a-
getting used to that. We're like, we'll just expense it.
Okay, so you're gonna head to the Earthlight Inn.
What is it?
Something like that.
What's I call it? Nerdlight. That's what I heard. Nerdlight Inn.
I thought he said
Hearthlight.
Earth light.
Hearth light.
Hearth.
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 Hearth, like the light of
There's
a
an E
fireplace.
first. It says,
hearth.
look, if you take away the H, it's an
It is
Earth.
Earth. I know. Hey,
Hearth?
man, words it's tricky.
Stupid.
Depends
Stupid
on if
language
it's
I'll
not
speak.
a-
If you
Okay.
take off the TH, it's here.
If you take
Earth.
or if you take off the H, it's just heart.
Or
Yeah.
here.
Hearth light.
Take out the H and then T.
Cool.
Or you could take out the
TH
L
in the ear.
and then it's just hearth-ite.
Hooked on phonics.
You
Works
take
for
out
me.
the-
Let's
Take out
E
the ART.
and the R and the H would just be half.
Okay.
You approach, you approach the inn. You approach the inn.
You're heading in. There's a. This is a standard like, little like taverny cook spot down
It's got that
below.
cozy, warm halfling vibe everybody has heard about. The innkeeper is bustling about.
Yeah, she is just cooking behind the counter, cooking something. There seems to there's another woman walking around in the back.
Doing some dishes and cleaning up and such.
She notices you
Or
coming in, and she's like, "You want to do it?"
Are they? Is my suggestion
We'll
being
do,
accepted? Yes. Okay. Oh, I'll be with you just a moment, folks. You're not looking for a room, are you?
Aye.
Actually, give me a. Let's roll. Like there are.
What do you want? What
yeah,
do you?
so
I don't know what
the
you're doing.
room. I was gonna have them roll things, but
Oh, you
done
want?
it.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
So
You want them to roll for something?
to find out how many rooms are available.
Oh,
and
roll a d6. Is that what you wanted to happen?
you're asking me the questions, but like.
I
you're giving me
had
the
an
answer.
idea,
Okay,
and you're doing something
hold on.
else, so I don't know what's happening.
The rooms are full. She's like because the rooms we're all filled up. I can get you something to eat though if you want.
Yeah, I could eat.
Wouldn't turn down a meal.
Ribs, dude.
I don't think this is a good berry bees. I may not have to. Good berry bees.
Berry bees.
Hi, welcome to Goodberry Bees. How can I help you?
I mean, the food is good, but like, there's something else we were doing first.
Yeah.
Dude,
We can get it to go.
oh, that's true.
Okay. Everyone's suddenly like
So
hungry.
like much to Buddy's annoyance, you guys get some food to go from here.
Buddy's like, we were doing thing. Now we're ordering lunch.
He's got like a stack of papers, and
Want
he's
an
like,
app?
in the alleyway or in the edge, pick one, man.
So maybe there's a restroom.
Get a room club that I can rent for like 10 minutes.
What do you need? A broom closet?
I just gotta change, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. There's a you can use the pantry in the back if you want.
There's a beholder.
Perfect.
Spectator.
She shows
Yeah,
you
sorry.
back into the back room. There's another woman back there. She looks like she's like cleaning dishes. She's just washing the dishes. Give me a insight check.
not natural 20.
Okay. The woman back here is clearly spaced out. She looks very similar to the woman running the inn, but she is. There's a happy look on her face, but she's just kind of like not present.
Just kind of looks like she's daydreaming, right? You know, that kind of like, not unhappy, but just kind of like not really caring about what she's actually doing in a sense.
Here's the pantry.
Perfect. And then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go outside and do the whole wagon thing. And he'll sit there and.
Well, you guys
Ritual
get some
cabinet.
food to eat.
What is it that you're ritual casting again?
Just to detect magic.
Detect magic. Alright, so you order some food.
Yeah, we totally order some food.
Are you ordering a vegetarian meal?
I've given up on that.
So ribs, huh?
Give in. You know the barbecue is for you.
Barbecue
You decided
with
that it's an
massage.
easier source of readily available protein for your.
Chicken breast and rice and broccoli.
Okay.
Hey, what?
No, they got burgers.
They bring out some food for you guys. Stuff that you want that is on the menu. Yeah. Anything else you want to chat?
We
while
got
Buddy
10
casts?
minutes while Buddy casts stuff in the
So I'm
pantry.
just gonna eat.
Go ahead.
No, yeah.
No.
sorry. I'm just doing memes. Like, I give Snickers a rib, and I'm like, listen, don't stab. It's just a rib.
Tuck up the server. Hey, it looks like it's really busy. It's really busy in there, right?
Yeah, we got every room is filled, and we're doing great.
Great.
There's a lot of visitors from in out of town.
What brings everybody in?
Oh, the goddess, of course.
An actual goddess.
Yeah. I mean, I assume so.
Ispera?
Yes.
When did she get here? Have you seen her?
How long?
You said 4 months. You said the tents had been around 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably half a year, maybe more. Her blessings. She wasn't so loud about them at first. She wasn't so open. I think she was trying to kind of aid us without, that sense of divine intervention. But once it was discovered, she sort of embraced it, and we've built her a temple. So she has a place to focus, and we can bring our thanks there.
Then, temples are expensive. I imagine people have to bring offerings to her.
People bring thanks.
Anyway, what do they get for? What are they thankful for?
Oh, well, it's just nothing really truly bad ever happens here.
Really?
Yeah. It's quite nice.
Perhaps we should leave.
Brills is hearing that, just like, bad things not happening.
We should leave. We're bad kids.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're here now.
Meanwhile, Snickers.
Bad things.
Stab things,
With a fork.
stab things.
You finished casting your spell.
He'll also swap out his robe so that it looks like he actually changed.
Oh, yes! Smart.
It'd be funny if you walk back out wearing the exact thing. Thought you said you were going to change. I changed my mind.
I changed my mind.
Completely identical clothes.
As you walk out of the pantry, you're immediately starting to see various magical effects throughout this whole space. Particularly the woman behind the doing dishes has this strange.
I think you get information on what class of magic it is, like if it's transmutation
Yeah, School
or
of Magic.
yeah, the School of Magic.
I'm
that's
trying to
what it's called.
remember what magic was. Oh, it's gonna be.
Whoa, the monitor just died. Oh, and it's back.
It's gonna be like, is it? Wait, divine is one magic school. Wait, what is
Divination.
Divination, not divination though.
Evocation, transmutation,
Yeah.
necromancy.
Enchanting,
I always look up the cheat sheet on Google Images.
conjuring. Or I think you said that.
Try 5.
Documancy.
6.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
it's not gonna be oh wait, there we go. Transmutation, necromancy, illusion, evocation, enchantment, divination,
I hate
conjuration,
this fucking spell on the
abjuration.
I'm like, oh yeah, what kind of magic is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? Magic? What kind? Son of a.
It's a kind of magic.
Because I do know what kind of magic it is, but I don't know what school magic it is.
Yeah.
Let me just look.
You can just tell it's a spell.
Nope. Nope.
I love the idea.
Try it.
If Buddy were to just cast Dispel Magic on this person, and then they just go,
What is it though? It doesn't
It's
say.
abjuration.
Abjuration.
I-
Furious.
This is abjuration magic.
That is
Abjuration?
one of his favorite spells.
Abjuration.
If no one's in the kitchen, he'll probably see if she responds, snap around to your face, or get her attention and be like, "You good?"
She
Yeah, she
looks
looks
up,
over, smiles,
kind
and
of
nods.
nods and smiles. Kind of waves her hand with the dishcloth still in it, kind of, and then goes back to doing her dishes.
Are you good?
Trying to decide if he would mess with her.
Oh!
He'll go talk to the rest of the party first.
Okay. So that spell lasts for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Or, okay. It
And
takes 10
he's
minutes.
gonna hold concentration up on it, and
You're also seeing just kind of faint lines of abjuration magic, just kind of
Strewn without kind of.
little wisps of it flowing around.
they seem to be going one direction.
No, particularly. Like little spider webs in the wind.
Yes. Sort of, yes. Almost spiderweb-like.
He'll look at the bartender and be like, "Thanks for changing. Let me change. Figured it out.
Glad to see you. Would you like some food?
I know I'm good right now.
They have good sandwiches.
Aren't those ribs?"
No, I got the chicken. You got the ribs.
The poor man just doesn't know what food is. He's like, oh!
I can tell they have good. I mean, it looks like a good sandwich. That guy over there's eating one.
He's got mashed potatoes. He's like, oh.
What's wrong with my eyes?
I love the idea that it's only food that you can't identify. The sandwiches are great. The guy's eating a bowl of soup.
It's like being colorblind, but it's food blind. You just can't tell the difference between them. It's just going on your best attempt.
All right.
Anyway.
Sorry, too.
So it's there's a lady back there who has the same thing going on, so I don't have to go outside.
Fruit.
So you guys wanna
Should maybe
step outside?
check out the temple though, right?
I think
See where these magic goes.
we got 9 more minutes.
Oh, okay, let's go.
All right, let's step 2.
Slap going down.
Yeah. Money on.
So
to go bag.
Yeah.
you head out into the town and you do see this magic everywhere. Certain individuals are lit up a little more than others.
Yeah, it seems to kind of spiral around them and kind of weave into them.
Definitely the two people helping out at the wagon wheel place are filled with this kind of thing, and you're starting to realize that the people that do have that aura on them do seem a bit more vague.
That daydreamy quality to them.
And at this point, there is a let me switch to this
Different
nicer.
music.
Yeah, there is a ringing of bells, and you see that the lady at the temple has opened the door. Everything is everybody kind of stops what they're doing, and they all look really happy and excited.
The woman, you just exited the inn, the woman at the inn actually bustles out, and you start seeing doorways of buildings getting populated by people, and you see that they're almost all holding hurriedly grabbed flowers, and they're starting to throw the flowers out into the main road.
Yeah, in front of the temple. Like there's a path of flowers kind of being put down out in front. And then out of the building, which is actually not halfling sized, it's actually much taller, the temple, comes the most beautiful looking elf that you have ever seen. There is a radiance coming from her that is...
You see why they call her goddess.
Yeah, she is like almost like white blonde hair. She's wearing a white robe.
Ornate.
Yeah.
Ornate, gorgeous white robe.
And it's kind of like flowing in the breeze. She's coming out. The way that she's moving is like pure grace, pure beauty. She looks like just the picture of perfect health. Perfectly symmetrical. She is just awe-inspiring to look at. And as she walks down the steps and people are placing the flowers down in front of her, she's reaching out and just being kind and touching people as people are just kind of like adoring her. As everybody kind of stops what they're doing to see her come out into the street.
And the flowers that people are throwing on the ground, as she's walking kind of over them, they seem to grow, and any unflowered buds will also blossom. So you see this kind of movement at her feet of the plants just flourishing.
Yeah.
Are there any specific kind of flowers, or is it just whatever?
Local to the region.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just like one.
No, it's just whatever flowers they have, kind of. Is what they are using.
Hey, buddy. You see any of the magic on her?
Glowing.
It's like the sun, man.
Yep.
Is it same type?
Yes. There's also a mixture of a bunch of other types of magic around her as well. She says there's a lot of functional spells occurring.
There's a lot of stuff. Like, many, many layers on there.
She's smiling at people, and people are... It's quite a sight to see all the halflings coming up to this tall elf woman. Just the contrast between them. They're a little... You realize now, like the people out in the campsites, they're kind of grubby and kind of like a little like they haven't been perfectly clean. They don't have running
have the
water,
facilities,
right? But the people here in town look that grubby compared to her, even though they have
They are well
washed.
kept, yeah.
There's one strand of her golden hair. She gave me 3.
Wrong franchise.
You even like you hear singing. They're like, there's not like a particular chant, but it's just like people are just overjoyed that she has.
How do we feel?
However you would feel at this
Yeah,
site,
there's
I
nothing-
believe. You
there's-
don't feel enchanted.
Nobody's made any wisdom saves.
Yeah, nobody's nobody's made any wisdom saves. You're not attacked by anything. However you think you would feel.
Actually, hold on.
You have a thing. You have
do
an idea.
Have a thing.
Oh no.
An idea.
This.
Okay.
I've got this. Wait, watch this.
Oh.
Everybody give me, as she approaches, and you can see this kind of aura coming off of her. Everybody give me con saves, which you can choose to fail if you would.
Interesting.
19.
You save.
23.
All right.
You save.
22.
You save.
Wow, that's all real good.
17.
You have
Okay.
failed.
Ooh. That was a 17.
Wow.
You have failed.
Pass that.
But you can choose to.
You both
Yeah, everybody
gain-
who passed feels nothing.
You both gain 10 temporary hit points. Interesting. We'll not talk about that,
No.
but we'll remember.
This
we're not
we will
thinking
not
about.
speak of.
That's
It's different.
that's different. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is that neat?
Because this is only
Mm-hmm.
temporary, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Should be. Go. Yeah. So that, and you can feel that, you know.
Better.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed-
Somehow.
especially since you're both magic users, you can sense.
I feel better, but I don't like.
I feel better, but I hate it. Yes. You do see that the flowered path doesn't continue on out of town and into the kind of outer city, the tent town.
Kind of confined to the town.
It, in
proper.
fact, it kind of takes a turn and heads up this kind of small little hill. The buildings obscure what there is, but you do know that the buildings kind of rise up a little bit.
Okay.
So it's a path leading somewhere else in the town.
Anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to
Sneak about, maybe follow the path. See what's at the end.
also, if do you guys want to be not noticed?
Yeah, that's right. Do you want to stand there and observe openly, or do you want to be
'Cause
more?
you do stand out a little amongst the halflings here. Do you want to?
Yeah, there's a few of us that are like 5 foot tall. I'm red with horns.
Basically asking if you want to make a subtle stealth check.
Detect magic, but he has to be within 30 feet. So he's
Okay,
probably
so
not
that has
hiding at
occurred.
all.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'll stick with Buddy. Like that seems to be like a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can be within 30 feet and still be kind of like obscured by
Trying
the
to-
crowd in various ways. If you would like to make a stealth check, you can. If you would like to be seen, you can. That is up to you.
I
Just
I
pick
feel
up a
like I would
halfling and
go
hold
for
it
the
in
low
front of
key
me.
stealth check.
But
Just
he's like 3 feet taller
out
than
of
everyone else.
habit.
We just pick up halflings and hold them in
I
front of us.
just
That's
want to
all.
be
Oh no.
inconspicuous.
Yeah, my stealth did not work well. Maybe
If you're hiding next to me, Buddy would give you the blessing. If
Well,
you're
I-
trying to hide.
I don't think you
Nine.
can. Isn't pass without trace a concentration?
No, he has like a blessing of the trickster. You can just stamp it on people.
Oh, that's cool.
And it gives you advantage that way.
Okay. Well, let me just
It's okay.
try that now. Since... Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, like dirty 20.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So 20,
12.
12.
Oh no.
Thank
you.
13.
I just had you behind me.
What are we rolling for?
I mean, it works.
Stealth if you
If you want
Stealth
to.
if we were trying to be inconspicuous.
What's up there?
Even like a bald priest standing in the sun. I feel like he's not that inconspicuous.
16.
16? All right.
Yeah, everybody has failed, including the dirty 20. She rolled ridiculously high on her perception check.
Yours is here, Tucker.
Wait, with a dirty 20?
Yeah.
My goodness.
She's a goddess.
Well,
No, I
she
don't.
has,
You rolled a
I-
19
I
on
rolled
the
a
die.
19 on the die,
So-
and she has not 0 wisdom.
All right.
Um,
So she, as she's kind of approaching you, she sees you. She smiles, this peaceful, serene, and welcoming kind of smile.
She makes extra note of Buddy, because Buddy's an elf at the moment.
Mhm,
She kind of just nods at you a little bit.
Yeah, one of those very kind of like regal kind of head bow sort of thing.
Since you know that she's seen you, is there some kind of way that you want to look?
Are you trying to?
How
Well,
do you
no,
want-
they're gonna look sneaky AF because that's what they're trying to do.
Well, I think,
Right?
I think it might have been more like, just trying to blend in a little bit with the halflings and realizing, well, we're too tall for this. Even the dwarves.
It's one of those things where we're
I
like,
feel like, yeah, like we were trying to
No.
stand behind some halflings, and we were just like, well, that's not gonna. We're like, all right, well,
But
here
he's
we
trying
are.
to look
then.
like a casual traveler.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You want to do anything else?
Do you want to let her walk past you?
flash our badges. We flash our badges?
Gotta talk to her.
Oh God.
Perhaps we find out some more
Not us.
about what's going on before.
Yeah, I think we can gather more background information before we approach her direct.
Especially out in the middle of our procession.
What time is it?
Yeah, it's like midday probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably is a regular midday thing.
it might be. Give me a perception check
Oh, we can figure that
on
out.
that. Yeah, you could just talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nevertheless.
17.
Yeah, you can see there's some
Natural
flowers.
20.
Oh,
Yeah,
nat 20.
you can see some flowers from like the previous day, things like that. She seems like she comes out at least once a day to see everybody.
The flowers from the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of state are they in?
Perfectly good, but they're just a little more dusty and
They've been kind of like stacked up and put like in a barrel kind of to...
Yeah, there's some petals here and there, but actually they look fairly healthy for plants that are a day old and haven't been planted. What would you like to do? We have moments left in the session.
Can I get rid of the magic she put on me? Not here, but like slightly out of the way.
How would you like to
Like
do
to
that? Do you have a dispel?
dispel?
Yeah, it's the domain spell that I get.
Absolutely, you can do that.
What are you doing?
I just wants to get rid of the 8 that's on him. It's icky.
That you can. You lose 10 temporary hit points. Yeah. Okay.
Using Arcana.
Oh.
Just for a moment?
I think
How do
you're
you
doing,
how does this cast?
Yeah, and where are you doing? You're gonna
Not
dip
in not in the
Not in public.
street in front of her.
Yeah, she's gonna be out of
Okay.
range when that occurs.
It's verbal and somatic, so it's noises. He'll do it somewhere like out of the way.
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
Done. You want to do something?
The feeling better
Yeah.
ness about this. Using Arcana, can I compare it to the feeling of whenever I use my temporary hit point shield
Yeah.
Sure.
on my little
Yeah, that
soldier
sounds
cannon?
very reasonable to explore.
25.
Totally different.
This
Like a good kind of different, a bad kind of different, or an indifferent kind of different.
A different kind of different in that it is a different kind of magic.
yeah, the shield that you normally cast is something you fully understand
Also-
for the most part. Too. It's mechanical almost. in my-
Yeah, and this, the only thing that you felt that is this kind of magic with that really high, ridiculously high Arcana roll, is the infernal runes on the Nicron engine.
Say again?
Infernal runes on the Nicron engine is the only type of magic that is similar to this kind of magic.
This is
Yeah, man.
celestial rune nonsense.
Hey, dude.
What?
Does this seem like the celestial doohickeys that you've been talking about?
I don't know. Look, you're supposed to. That is why. Look, I'm here to help you, to push you to go to do the thing. You gotta figure that out. I'm not here to.
Well, I mean, you know what it looks like more than I do. So far, all I've seen is infernal.
I'm not some stupid magic detector thing. That's your job. You figure that shit out. I'm just here to tell you to find it and keep you on track, you hungry motherfucker.
How many meals can you eat in a day?
Jesus.
I mean,
Watching all the chewing. Oh, it's disgusting.
listen, dude. Like that's how we.
over to her. That's permanent. now.
That's how we eat, dude. That's how mortals eat. Like,
Well, it's nasty.
This is all out loud, you two. People are looking.
There's a bunch of halflings who are...
hey, let me talk to my sword in peace, dude. We've just been pollinated, for God's sake.
Okay. So anything?
I don't know. Your sword sounds like quite a bitch.
She continues walking.
Yeah, up and around this
And-
corner, up around this bend, right?
Yeah, and as she turns the corner, all of the townspeople just immediately return back to what they
Well, it smiles on their faces. They feel like they look like they've seen a favorite celebrity or something.
They're all happy, and they immediately return to what they were doing.
Should we follow her? See where she's going?
I think so. See where this path ends.
Maybe you're a little too clanky for this. Maybe.
Yeah, all right.
You want a stamp?
Huh?
You want a stamp?
Stamp a
Sure.
sneak good?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Give everybody approved.
Oh, cool. I can get back into the bar.
Get back into the club now.
You guys start following her, and that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
I already know.
You already know? Do you want to say?
No.
We'll talk.
Actually, no. This is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow her. She doesn't actually go all that far. But what you see, is she walks up, through some buildings, and then there's kind of a clearing. There's this, like a cobblestone sort of space, and in the middle of it there is a statue with the likeness of her. And you see them. It's a statue at the centerpiece of this kind of square, and it's of her sort of lifting a child from death's grip, perhaps. Like there's these kind of skeletal sort of hands, and she's pulling the child gracefully and beautifully away. And there's piles of flowers and carvings and gifts and things, and she walks up to that.
There's still like a throng of people around her as this is happening too. Not everybody went back to the house, but like some people are just still kind of like keeping a respectful distance.
Except for a few people who are clearly from the outskirts of the town, and they prostrate themselves and start begging for her without touching her. They do keep a distance, but they start begging for her to heal their loved ones. And that's where we'll end.
Dun, dun,
Then she casts fireball.
Let me see. Does she?
She
have
saves
fireball?
all the orphans and the puppies and gathers them into one location.
No.
And then casts fireball!
All right, Curiel.
No fireball.
Torment. Thank you.
Fireball on it. Stat. Block.
No
Okay.
wall of force fireball combo going on?
The easy bake oven. Yeah.
We got something close. We could do something close. Okay.
You're so funny.
Yeah, thanks everybody out on the internet for watching and hanging out.
Thanks everyone at the table
Click on
for
the-
taking the
Thank
time.
you.
Subscribe if you hung out and watched the
Doobly-doo.
whole thing.
Do the do.
And then join the Discord. There's a link in the description also for that. Because then you'll get notifications for all the other streams over there. Tomorrow.
Wednesday. Oh, tomorrow.
Is Monday. And we're doing a one-shot dragon slaying adventure. But the dragon will be doing the slaying.
Nuh-uh.
No, you. I'm gonna try my hardest to do a total party kill, but following the rules. We'll see what happens. I've received some skepticism that I'll be able to pull it off.
We'll see what happens.
But we'll see. Apparently, I should be using slimes. Yeah, but that's it. Come back tomorrow on Monday for that, and
Monday, Wednesday, Sunday.
Wednesday, if you're on the Discord, you'll get a notification for
Hunters.
Aetherflux Hunters. It's D&D in space, which is that's great. Good night, everybody.
There it is.